Boom. Welcome back to the closing of the series March Madness Final Four. A review, an analysis of the analysis, a review of the results, strategies for the future, what's next, what's everybody talking about. This is definitely a time to create the situation where we learn a little bit, and then so that the audience can go, okay, there's a reasonable analysis to this. Maybe there's something to this, so that way we repeat the process again. Hopefully, we'll have a little bit better results. I mean, a little would be nice. All right. So, introducing our co-host, Mr. Jacinto.
Yo, 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 yo. I am live in the field right now. Coming to you live and direct from the Houston Rockets game. I'm gonna turn it around for you so you can see where I'm sitting. You can see that I spared no expense on these tickets right here. These are the best of the best. And no, but this is actually a really interesting game. I know you can't see that, so I'll put it back to me. But it's a really interesting game because this is against the Denver Nuggets. They're the number one team in the West, and we are the last team in the West. And we're actually winning right now. It's 31-30 right now in the second quarter.
Awesome. Hold on 1 second. Jorge is muted. Our local correspondent, local basketball correspondent, Jorge Molinero. How's it going, sir? Welcome to the party.
Doing great, man. Doing great, man. That's the last home game of the season for the Houston Rockets, man. That's I think Jalen, a couple of guys said thank you, all the fans that came out. So that's a cool game to be at.
Okay. And then also our game theorist, Mr. KB Tofi. Super analysis from the future and the AI.
How you doing, man?
Welcome to the party, sir.
Oh, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, all right, cool beans. Yeah, no, thank you for having me.
Hey, thank you for coming back, man. Thank you for coming back. We're learning and we're going. I'm curious, where did everybody actually end up during the games? There was so much stuff happening. Like it was the news, a parade, people going everywhere. Like, Cinto, what's up? Where you at? Let's go in I guess counterclockwise. Where were you at during these games? Where'd you watch him, or what's up?
For the game, I was butt naked on my couch. That's about it. I mean, honestly, man, it was. I picked San Diego State, and everybody was talking trash. Like, hey, this is what we expected. You know, the blue blood. You know, UConn now is a blue blood, and they're gonna come in here, and this is what we expected. Like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. San Diego State has been coming back from almost every single game, and shocking everybody. And that's what I thought was gonna happen here too, but it didn't. So shout out to the UConn Huskies. Congratulations.
UConn Huskies, huh? Okay. Now, well, you know, what's up, man? Where were you at? What was your story? Where were you at? You said you were going to be at home chilling. Is that what happened?
Man, I watched a little bit of the game, man. I kind of kept interest first half, and then, oh, man, I just didn't see them doing much. And I was like, man, I was kind of switching back and forth. But just at the house, man.
I got you. Any interesting plays that you saw from any of the players? Or was it like, no, who cares? At this point.
You break it up
because
a little bit.
You by the way, at the beginning of this thing, you were jumping up and down. Hello? Oh man, the internet is a bit unstable. Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Yeah. So at the beginning you were jumping up and down. It's like by the end you were like, eh. Okay. What's up, KB? Where are you at?
We're actually one right.
Oh man, it's not good. All of y'all freezing.
I got a buddy that lives right across from us, so went over there. It was an all right game, man. I guess I think this was the first time that the women's game outdrew the men's game.
Oh,
and, I think rightfully so.
That.
Yeah, there's no stars right now in college and men's college basketball, so it just doesn't have the same impact, right, as it used to.
I gotcha. I mean, it had impact before. I think what your team is not like thinking is gonna do is like, who cares about UConn?
I was a little disappointed, but it was a basketball game. I mean, it was a decent. Just there's really no stars to pull people in.
Yeah, there's actually a cool little fact out there. Something about how the women's college, the admission tickets were like almost twice as much as the men's.
Wow. Why do you guys think that is? That's an interesting situation.
I can tell you exactly why it is. This
You can
phenom
tell
called
me
Clark
exactly
is
what it
really
is?
good. There's one girl named Clark that was supposed to be, man, she's Cinderella story where she's just dominating college basketball, and she's basically carrying the whole team on her back. And everybody was just hoping she wins one more game, wins the national championship, and goes out like a boss. But girls from LSU had a little something else to say about it. So it was a cool game, man.
Okay. So what do you think about that, Kofi? There's one girl.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Caitlyn Clark. I mean, like her, the even LSU players have to admit she's a dog, man. She's hitting like 40-footers, pulling up from like
40-footers.
Steph Curry range. I mean, she put a 40-piece on somebody like in a national championship game. I mean, the national semifinals. I mean, I think she put in a 40-piece triple-double.
Yep, she did.
She put 40 points, and then she had double-digit rebounds and double-digit assists. I mean, somebody said she's a generational talent. You don't have that kind of player in the men's game. There's nobody to pull that casual fan in right now. So, nobody's is that exciting in the men's game.
Oh, okay.
It's
And
kind
what's
of
the story?
let
Is she scheduled to go pro this year, next year, or how long until she finishes school?
I don't know. Is she a junior? I don't know. Maybe, Jorge might know. I don't know what her status is.
I think girls basketball can you go pro whenever, so I don't see why she wouldn't, man. She has all the talent, and I think she'd be a high draft pick, man, just with the talent alone. So I don't know the answer though.
Yeah, I would imagine it's money because you can. I mean, it's not like the NBA where you're making millions. I mean, what are they making, like a couple $100,000? She might just want to stay in college.
I see.
Another year.
I'm not sure. Enjoy it one more year. Let me ask you a question. Do they get to make money in college in the women's college, or is it just or what?
Yeah, the NIL. Yeah, the NIL is just now. The NIL it's a way for people to pay college players.
Okay.
And so I'm sure she's getting money. I'm sure she's gonna get even more money now because she was pretty much the star of the week of the Final Four. So.
I got you. And where were those games played? The women's basketball, was that here in Houston too?
Dallas.
Oh, so there was this. I found out about it like towards the end. I didn't even know. I've been going with the information on the guys' basketball is hype, and I was like, oh yeah, but the women's basketball came out hot. The guys' basketball was like, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, I've heard of her for. Wow, man! Here recently, during she was throwing up, like he said, 40-point triple doubles, 30-point triple doubles, unheard of stats. I mean, the girl was, you basically were half the time, and she was still going off. It was incredible, and it's good thing for women's basketball, man, because they needed something like that, and for them to get that much attention. And the men's basketball kind of had a bad year this year in regards to the amount of eyes on it. So interesting, very interesting.
Okay. So Cinta, welcome back, dude. What's up, man? Are we still winning? Are the Rockets still winning?
No, it's 41-33 Denver.
Oh shoot.
So I know, Roberto, you don't know there was a controversy also with this right here.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening.
So the guys are laughing at you right now. So what happened is that this amazing player, the new female Michael Jordan or female LeBron James, depending on which side of that argument you're on, but Clark versus the LSU player. So when Clark did a specific shot, she did this. So it's from a rapper, right? So he's talking about you can't see me basically when you're doing like this, right? So you can't see me, right? So Clark did that after a shot, and there was nothing. Nobody said anything, no big deal. But when the LSU player did it, then there was some controversy. So I'll let y'all talk about that because I know it's crazy loud over here.
Yeah, I thought it was John Cena from WWE. He came up with
yes. But he got it. He got it from a rapper. He got it from a rapper originally.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that either. Look at that.
You're learning. You learn. You
I'm loving
see. You see. I tell you what. I was gonna try to say something. I was like, I thought it was John Cena.
Yeah.
But I guess not. Well, now we're gonna have to check Cinto, check ChatGPT and
He knows
Google.
his
And
rappers.
I just saw this on ESPN. They just broke this whole thing down on where, and even Cena himself in the interview said where he got it from. Check it. Check me out.
I like it. So, man, we want to learn something now. We're talking about men's basketball. Now we're talking about rapping symbols and their origination. What happened?
Yeah, it was fun. It's a way of kind of trash talking, which is basketball. I love it, honestly. I played basketball my whole life, and I can't tell you how many times I done talk trash on the court, talked about somebody's mama or how they raised. It's part of basketball, right? So they were talking noise. Somebody made a couple shots, and they do the whole "you can't see me" because I'm balling out of control. And I guess at the end it got a little crazy, but excuse me. To me, it's basketball, point blank.
Yeah, I got you. It's part of the adventure. People get heated. They get emotional.
Cool.
So, George,
They try to make it a little bit of a racist thing background to it and stuff. It was it got a little out of hand because people didn't know the full thing. They didn't know that she was doing it too. So they were talking about, oh, that's kind of because the LSU player did it to her and like was following around the court doing it and holding up the ring finger to her and saying how she's going to win the ship. And they were like, oh, this is, kind of thuggish behavior or whatever but then eventually whoever's been saying that kind of went back on the story and started talking about, oh no, never mind, because Clark did it as well. So
interesting. I mean, you have to be patient with regards to your emotions these days, right? You can't be getting all mad so quickly. Hey, relax. What happened? Somebody didn't get all mad.
Hey, isn't it, man? I feel like isn't the point of sports to talk trash? I mean, isn't that the whole point? In my opinion.
Yeah, that's right. I think too that there's always been this thing with women and how they play, and they're not supposed to. It's like being a lady kind of thing way back in the day, and I think some people still subscribe to that. I personally don't care. I mean, it's basketball to me. They can talk as much noise as they want to. But yeah, I think that's some of it. But yeah, it was definitely a racial piece to it. Because you had a black player and a white player, and it wasn't the only time this during the women's championship. Because I think the Louisville game was some game where some player just hauled off and smacked some player. They were doing the handshake line, and they were going through, and then some player she just knocked her out. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I saw it too. That was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it was.
Man, women be getting rowdy.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, I think they pressed charge. I don't know if it was the NCAA. It was some tournament though. And they always shake hands at the end of the game, and then somebody got laid out.
They were mad that they lost. And it happens.
Wow! How intriguing, man! Yeah, I'm learning a lot with regards to sports now. Jesus, that's an intriguing little scenario we got. What's up, George?
And to make like even golf's getting more exciting, man. The Waste Management golf tournament is one of the most highly watched. Everybody wants to be there because they're making noise. They're chugging beers. Guys are lifting their shirts up. So, I mean, they need to bring a little excitement to golf as well. I'm actually watching a little bit of a new Netflix thing called Full Swing, which is really, really cool because it gives you behind the scenes on it. Yeah. And I've been watching a little more golf because all of a sudden I'm hearing a little more about it from different people that don't usually get into it. So you're right, man. I think a little bit of excitement. People, even in golf, it's happening.
I would say there's this badass movie all about golf, about how it could be. I think it's called Happy Gilmore. Is it Happy Gilmore?
It's a golf movie, yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. It sounds like what's happening now. So Happy Gilmore is coming to golf. Okay. So we got golf excitement. Yeah, you know what? I have seen that the documentary on the. So it's good. Okay, I guess I'll watch it.
Full Swing. It's called Full Swing. It's on Netflix, man. I strongly recommend it. Gives you really behind the scenes on a bunch of a lot of amateur players, but it gives you some behind the scenes on some of the the better players in golf right now too. So I think it's like eight shows of it. So it's not that long, and it's really really interesting.
Okay.
Get you into it.
My favorite golf documentary of all time is Caddyshack, of course. Hey man, but you know what? I have a question for y'all. How do y'all feel about the live golf versus PGA situation? Explain it to Roberto because I know he doesn't know.
You don't know me.
You don't know me. Robert might be in this golf. You don't know.
Do you know it, Roberto?
I mean, this whole thing is a learning experience for me and the audience.
So
educate the audience.
Saudi Arabia has this big fund where they're trying to fund different initiatives because they're basically an oil-based economy and they're trying to diversify their economy. So they actually started this competition to the PGA Tour called Live, L-I-V, and they've been paying like former PGA golfers like huge sums of money just to come over and play for Live. And that's caused a big controversy between the current players on the PGA and the folks that kind of took the money and decided to go play on the Live Tour that was backed by Saudi Arabia. Mm. And so at first they couldn't play in the majors, which is PGA Championship, the Masters, the British Open, and I'm forgetting one. There's another one. PGA. Anyway, there's 4 of them. And these are the major tournaments. This is like what Tiger Woods, like, that's how he measures his career, is winning major tournaments. But at first they couldn't play in them. But I guess something happened, I think a lawsuit or something. And then, so now they can play in the Masters. So the Masters is, I think it's always the 3rd or 4th week in April or something like that. And so the players from the PGA Tour are competing against the players from the Live Tour. So everybody's expecting all these fireworks. Like, are they going to dislike? It's like almost like you cross the picket line. Like you were in a union, now you cross the picket line. Now people are like, you're a union buster and that kind of thing. So, so far, I think I heard it hasn't been a lot of, at least out in the open controversy, but you never know.
Oh, the behind the scenes is probably really exciting to hear. But the Masters is actually this weekend. And I mean, you're hearing a lot about it, man. It's going to be a big topic from the players, and there's some that, you know, I mean, somebody got to make their money, and then some other people are trying to go against it. So it'd be interesting.
What? Where's the tournament?
Augusta, Georgia.
Augusta, Georgia. Sounds
awesome. At the same course every year. That's why it's called the Masters. Some of the other ones change up, so you'll get them in different places. But the Masters is always in Augusta, Georgia.
Oh, I see. So next year, we're gonna be having a similar conversation about March Madness and the golf coming up. Gotcha. Okay, it's amazing. Actually, we'll see what happens next year if we have more knowledge on golf and we can talk about golf. We'll see. Right now, let me get caught up with basketball. And a little bit of golf, and then and we'll go from there. Oh man, this is amazing, guys. What else would you guys like to share about we had a great conversation today. Learn a lot. Learn a lot. Women's basketball getting exciting. Golf has its situation happening. What else is happening? The men's not so hot, but yeah, this is good information. The rapping, where symbols come from. What else would you guys like to share before we close out this series, the March Madness?
Well, I'm gonna stick with basketball, man. There's a lot of kids in the transfer portal right now, in regards to, like, big time players that are, I mean, been doing it for the same school for a while. Even University of Houston is losing one of their best players, Trevon Marks, and man, just kids switching schools. It's happening everywhere. Like good kids, and normally those are the ones that stay. So I don't know, man. I think that has a little bit to do with NIL and, man, keeping these kids happy, man. It's tough. I mean, these coaches have their work cut out.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I mean, there's tons of kids. I know Michigan, who I follow closely, they're losing one of their major players. I get it that the coaches can leave whenever they want to, right? They can just say, hey, I want to go to a different school, break their contract. But I kind of feel like there needs to be a middle ground. Like the coaches shouldn't be able to just leave, and the players, because then it's like hard to like follow teams, right? It's like if everybody's just leaving as soon as they want to, then it's like how as a fan are you really getting invested if the players are just leaving at the drop of a whim? I get it. Don't get me wrong. I want them to make money. I'm definitely not hating on that, but I'm just kind of like, is there like a middle ground we can kind of like set so I can feel invested in a team and not like, hey, my favorite player just left Michigan and decided to go to, San Diego State. I'm like, wait, what? What happened? I just got the jersey. Next thing you know, jersey ain't good no more. Yeah, I just got the jersey. Now I gotta give it away to Goodwill.
Because if one person buys your jersey, you got to for the freaking year, dude.
Gotta go.
Hey, Kofi, I have a question for you, man. Do you think it has to do anything with the NIL deals? Because these guys, they do a contract with these like you said, Gallery Furniture here in Houston, right. And they basically sign a dotted line. He's going to get that money no matter what. Is he able to double dip and go somewhere, another school, and go to University of Texas and go in there and see how much they give him there? Man, he's might be making more money doing that than going to NBA.
That's what I feel it is, man. I feel like it's partially the money, and then if you got like a hot recruit coming in, and that person could potentially see less game minutes, I mean, why not leave and go somewhere else, right? Rather than trying to compete your butt off. It might be easier just to go somewhere else where you can, take your money. You're already getting paid from Gallery. Maybe you get paid from somewhere else. The only thing Gallery Furniture might be, if you're not in the Texas market, they might be like, hey, we're not going to pay you if you're over in California. We don't have any stores in California. Why would we pay you to be out there? But you brought a point, like, are the contracts transferable? I don't know how you continue to have fans of schools if players are leaving like every year. It's hard for me. I mean, even the NBA is not the best. I mean, I got Tim Duncan jersey when he played with San Antonio. Luckily, he stayed for a while. I mean, because, next thing you know, if he left, I'd have been like, well, am I still a San Antonio fan? It's just, I don't know, man. I'm conflicted because I want college kids to be able to make money. I think they deserve that right. But I'm just like, dang, man, as soon as you get invested in a team, half the team decides to go in a transfer portal.
You know what? Maybe they could use in this, maybe some business classes with regards to that. Because there is the nature of what you're saying with regards to where is their own more valuable middle ground for the long run. You know what I mean? Because, you could run a fast cash. I mean, that's one of the big, that's an investment strategy, right? Invest and take your time with where you're at and grow that community as opposed to like, move around. The players may feel like, well, shit, if you like me so much, just follow me. Don't worry about the teams. Like, but we want the team to win, and it's gonna take some seasons. And if you're jumping around, like, typically you want to stay in the team so the team itself can get better, right? This is what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, I mean, back in the day when I played college sports, I didn't play long, but you had to bust your butt if somebody came and challenged you. You had to compete. And maybe we're losing a little bit of that right now. Kids are like, "Hey, if I don't win out, I'll just transfer."
Gotcha. Instead of taking that, all right. What do you think? I mean, it's hard. I don't follow it enough for me to make an assessment, but it's complicated.
Well, think about it. Sorry, go ahead, guy.
I was gonna say, man, that's always been my problem with college sports. It seems like it changes a lot, right? And now that the NIL is involved, the kids can go wherever they want. And I know because when I played, it was helpful to be able to know that there's a possibility that I could transfer and get some playing time. When we have money involved, money always muddies the waters, man, and it makes it a different situation. So I feel you. I wish there could be some sort of middle ground. At the end of the day, I side on the side of the player because it's these universities are making billions, man, and these kids are making. I remember when I played, man, we were so poor. I used to have to steal silverware from the buffet. I'm not lying. You can ask me and my roommate. We would steal in our shorts and all of our clothes, everything. We would steal it because we were so poor and we're not allowed to work, right? So it's like, man, what do we do? But now the game has changed, right? So.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all follow Deion Sanders on YouTube. And I was looking, he has his son on his team. He's the starting quarterback for University of Colorado. and he's actually one of the highest paid NIL athletes. And I think he's making like he is at least making millions. I mean, at least $1 million, maybe more than that. Which, hey, you know, I don't know if that was really the intended plan, because I mean, he's Deion Sanders' son. He's already a millionaire, right? He probably was the least one that needed the money. But the reason I mentioned it is he was talking about, he was kind of joking with people in the video, and they were asking him what kind of car he got. And he said he got a Maybach truck. And I was like, and the guy was like, how old are you again? And he was like, I'm 19 or 20. Like, you had a Maybach truck at 20? And again, like I said, hey, if his talent gives him that kind of money, great. Have no problems with that. I just hope that he, you know, because he went from Jackson State, played at HBCU. Now he's at University of Colorado. If it don't work out, next thing you know, he's going to be somewhere else the next year. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like I'm hating a little bit, but I'm trying not to, because I really do like that. You know, I'm not hating that he got a Maybach truck. Heck, I want one too.
Get your Maybach. Get your Maybach, Kofi.
Yeah, I know, right?
Interesting was developing. The evolution of basketball.
Hey, Roberto, one for you. Hey, one for you. I heard Messi is talking about they talking about paying him $400 million a year. Did you hear that?
No. We finished soccer. Trying to focus on basketball.
Okay, I'll just let you. I thought I read something.
$400 million. Oh, I mean, that dude earned it.
$400 million a year.
400.
He's earned whatever he wants to get paid. He's champion of the world. Who can say that? That these people on the team. I mean, I don't know how much.
Okay, I thought that was a lot. But you sound like you
brought a gold trophy from the rest of the earth and delivered it to his country, and what's the value in that? I don't even know idea. The gold trophy that the whole planet was watching. Wow, I got it.
Okay, I know you the soccer guy, so I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna reset my opinion.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a marketing situation. You know what I mean? Yeah, they give him the funds. Who knows what he's gonna do with it? You know what I mean? Whether the team and the rest of it's money's endless. You know, money's endless, right? I mean, I figured that out here. So we gotta figure out how to get more gold statues.
$400 million. Ooh.
Yeah, that's crazy money.
It is. That is developing. And it's
all right, man. Halftime report.
What's that?
So right now at the Rockets halftime report, we're only down by 3 points.
Okay.
It's amazing. So right now, Smith Jr. has 12 points. Porter Jr. has 6 points. Jalen Green has 16 points. Tari Eason has 3. Shagun has 8. So this is amazing because we're actually holding down Jokic to only 12 points right now. He has 12 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Not good. That's not good with the blocks. But so right now the Rockets are handling themselves. This is amazing. I'm really excited to be at this Rockets game. Back to you.
Hey, so how does Joker look? Because I know that there was a big thing about him and Embiid going for the NBA MVP, and I think they were kind of going toe to toe.
Yeah, KB. Here at the Rockets game, we're feeling that. Hey, don't mess me up, man. I had my stride going, man. Well, honestly, I've been watching him because I was thinking the same thing. He's playing really gingerly tonight. Like, he's not trying to score at all. Like, he's passing the ball a lot. But maybe that's just a first half thing. I personally think that Jokic is going to win the MVP just because, I don't know, something about Embiid. It doesn't seem this year. This year doesn't seem the same as it was like last year. But as of right now, we're about to watch some half naked ladies dancing. So it's great.
Nice.
All right. We got about 5 minutes left for this particular closing episode of the March Madness in April. Basketball / golf / I learned a lot on this episode. Shoot, Messi getting paid $400 million? Shoot.
Hey, man, when I saw it, I was just like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, you know what? It's going to take me time to process that situation. How about that?
I used to have a conversation with my dad because when I grew up, I love football. Right, I was a big football player, and my dad told me if you could pick a sport if your father could pick a sport for you, the last sport you want to play is football. The last one. One, the career is a hell of a short, and you get injured. He's like, hey, if you could pick a sport, you want to play baseball. You can make a lot of money playing baseball, and you can play for 20 years. Like you look at some of the baseball players at the end of their career, they got like guts. they pitch hitting. They still making $10 million. My dad was like, hey, if you could pick a sport to play and be really good at it, baseball is at the top of the list because you can play that sport forever.
Plays baseball, right, George?
My kid's playing baseball, man. He's pitching too. I wish he was left-handed though. That would have been awesome. But no.
No, bro, you gotta just start teaching him throw with the left hand. Just go
Man, force him to learn like in Rocky 3.
Yeah, force him to learn like Becky watched Rocky 3 about 10 times.
Hey, my dad did the same thing. I was left-handed and he made me right-handed. He was like, if you want to play shortstop, you got to be right-handed.
Nice.
My dad was a huge baseball player.
Go in the video, go ahead, man. I got the referral from the council. You gotta watch this movie 10 times. here's the ball, here's the glove, left-handed ball, left-handed glove. See you when you come out. Intriguing. Okay. All right, cool. What else? Anything else before we close down the episode?
I just want to say one thing real quick. We have a second Saturday coming up this Saturday at Bad Astronaut. Check it out.
Yeah.
Check me out, hahacinto.com. Check the Instagram, hahacinto on everything. Go Rockets.
When do you guys think we can follow up? What's the next sport or next situation that we can follow up on with regards to sports? So you guys are like, yeah, let's talk about this one in this long. This is going to be an interesting topic. Baseball is coming.
Baseball's here, man. Astros are up 2-1 right now. Baseball is here. They're struggling right now, but man, baseball's a great one, man.
Okay.
Especially in Houston.
I'm thinking May is a good time, maybe 30 days to see what the season's got, to kind of, do a little assessment, see how the season is looking. We started doing like a once a month kind of deal, and then maybe speed it up as things get closer towards the finals and things of that nature. What do y'all think?
Let's do it.
Okay, cool. KB, anything else before we close out? Any shout outs, anything like that?
I'm a shout out. I got for this week. I'm like really excited about Golden State Warriors. The Western Conference in the NBA is so tight. You lose one game, you might be out of the playoffs, even the play-in tournament. So I'm really hoping that the Golden State Warriors can at least get the 6th seed, because if they get into the playoffs, they might be able to make some damage. So I'm a big Golden State Warrior fan. Hoping they pull it off this week.
Cool. Well, George, anything else?
Well, since my boy's at that Rockets game, just so he knows, I'm hoping they lose. I need a good draft pick. I need the best possibility to get the number 1 pick. What's the guy's name, Kofi? You know it? What's that everybody wants?
Wimbiana, something like that.
What
are you talking about?
So if we can get that guy,
Victor Wimbayama, heck yeah.
We're gonna lose. If we get Victor Wimbayama, it's a big deal with regards to that situation.
Roberto, with all this talent we have, it will be a big deal, man. We got some good talent, man. With the Rockets, like we're close to winning a lot of games, and I think they're losing on purpose right now. To be honest, they have a lot of talent. They could do a lot better. And the coach just found out today he don't even know if he's gonna have another job next year. So it's interesting, man. The Rockets are up and coming, and if they can get somebody good in this NBA draft, man.
So what I'm hearing is they need to get to be the worst so they can get the first pick.
Yes, exactly.
And the coach is in the way out, so he's in his last stride of, hey man, they're about to give me hopefully the best player because we did so bad, and if I don't do good, like I'm done. Is that right?
Yep. Tough situation, man. But man, hey. That's how the Astros won, man. They lost a bunch of they lost a bunch of years in a row and just started building up all their people up, and next thing you know they started winning.
Okay, I love it. It's a good story, man. Thanks very much for catching us up. On my end, get your taxes done. Season ends at 4/18. So if you need your taxes done, theBillionaireAdvantage.com. Get your appointment. You need a membership. Get your business started. There's options on that website as well for a free discovery appointment. Let us know. On my end, good to go. See you guys next time. See you guys.
All right, man. Go
Peace out.
Cougs.
See you in the month. See you in the month.
All right, bro.